This is just a quick walkthrough for anyone that wants to know how I test these before we send them out, just so that we've had a few people unsure as to whether theirs are working properly, so you can refer to this. I'm going straight out of Rorschach through an AV to HD TV or HDMI converter, and then into a capture card, and I'm just using QuickTime on my MacBook to record the output. So when we start it up, you should get your little Lumatic and Rorschach screens come up, the start screens. The first thing you'll see is the little flashing sort of bitmap in the top left corner. This is your first pattern. All the switches are in the up position. All the pots are set to 0 essentially. The first thing I'll check is form. I'll just sweep through it, make sure it's changing all the way to the end. And when you get to the end, you should get sort of a completely random form patch where you've got these blocks shooting across the screen, and go all the way back to the start. Then the next thing I'll check is the main control, so I'll check the width, make sure that changes the width. I'll check the vertical height. I'll check the horizontal position. And I'll check the vertical position. You can also turn the mirrors on, which are these two switches here. Make sure you're getting the mirrors are working fine. You can check the clear screen. So at the moment this is set to clear screen, so every time the pattern finishes its loop, it'll clear. You can set it to random. You'll see it looks like it stops and then it should jump. There you go, that's a random reset there. So if I change these, random reset, and then if you turn clear screen off, it shouldn't clear anything. You should just probably end up filling up the whole screen. At this point you can check that the black works as well, the colour switch down here. So as you can see, that's just come up. So that's drawn in black. You can also check the invert, and if you move these around, you'll see as it draws over itself, it'll invert the colour. This is all just on the first form. Change it back to white, change it back to clear screen, reset all these, turn these off. Next, random. These switches need to be in the down position for random to take effect, so if I turn the horizontal width switch on and turn random up, it should start bouncing around. With the width, turn all the way down, horizontal position. As you can see, that's flickering across the screen. I'll make the height a bit more so you can see it. Turn that back down, and the height. See that's jumping up and down. And the position, the vertical position, again, turn the width up a bit. Let's have to play with those for a second. All the randoms on. So turn all those off, turn random back down, turn the mirrors off. Next thing to check is that the CV inputs are working. Find a cable, here we go. So I've got a LFO here on Pam's Pro Workout, so try it in the width. You can see that's moving with the LFO. Try in the height. It's also moving with the LFO. Trying it with the H position, the horizontal position. It's moving with the LFO. And the V position. Try it in form. So that should just sort of switch through. Mess around with some of those. And then for random, make sure random's turned all the way down. Just switch these on and off. See, as the LFO gets stronger, the voltage of the LFO goes up, it starts turning the random up for whichever parameter you have switched on here. Again, a good demonstration for that is to have, see, as the LFO gets higher, and then when it goes back to 0, it resets back to the corners. And the next thing is to check that the gate inputs work. So I've got a gate here on number 2. For the clear screen, I'll turn clear screen off for now. And as you can see, on the screen, the little pixel has gone solid. If I put that into clear screen, every time the gate goes on, you'll see it flashes. Just make that bigger. And turn clear screen back on. Put the gate in the H mirror. You see every time the gate goes on, it turns that on. And then try it in the vertical mirror. And then lastly, it's the random, so try it in H width. Random needs to be turned up for this, so every time the gate goes on, random will take effect. Try in vertical height. Try in H position. Try in vertical position. LFO. Let's put that in the V position. This is all just on the first pattern, of course. Let's get